I have to keep this quiet because my poor dad's in there addicted to watching the news and, But, I literally fucking love this chick. And I'm going to show you a piece of this video. And then I'm going to take you back to a video of mine that I had shared when I woke up freaking the fuck out about everything that I had just experienced and everything that I had witnessed. And not even everything, just the highlights of how horrific it was when I was awoken, and the amount of cosmic consciousness I got cracked with. It was absolutely horrific. It was wars in space, wars in the skies. It was reptilians underneath the ground. Some of them had feathers. I mean, literally, I was thrown through so much shit, and it fucking scared the shit out of me. And I love that Indigo Angel put this video out, because I'm trying to remain calm, because the October 4th, maybe we'll call it fear clout, to me, that looks like yet another stupid move that people will probably sit there and listen to. And let's see this.
Namaste, Galactic family. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Come on into this dimension. Come on into this energy update. As we have a lot of big things going on, there's so much to get into. And as we're coming in here to the end of September, the beginning of October, there's a lot to discuss. There's a lot that I think we are prepping and preparing for. There's a lot of shifts. There's a lot of splitting in the timelines. There's a lot of bifurcation going on. So let's get into it. And by the way, guys, be sure to put a big like on this video, comment on this video, share this video out to your like-minded ascension and awakening friends, and help me get my views and my subscribers up. Help me get to 16K subscribers, as I do seem to be on a rocking boat between this 15.7, 15.8K, like... egregore. I don't know what's going on. I really honestly think it's YouTube doing the shadow ban thing, where they like to go in and take views and things off and disable things, and just really like to tamper with you when you are a truth speaker, when you are somebody who dives into the guts of the weaponry and the methodologies of the controllers and the negative beings. So you guys know me. I speak over here with a lot of authenticity and a lot of audacity, and they don't like that so much. So yeah, just saying, every little bit you guys do for me helps me out so much, and I'm super appreciative of it. We are coming up right now, guys. Full moon here in September. September 29th is the full moon. And with this month, September is a beautiful, peaceful month. It's harvest month. I love September. It's one of my favorite months out of the whole year. But towards the end here, as we're going into October. What I'm seeing come forward in terms of the manifestation blueprints of the planetary body is that we're seeing a lot of fear campaigns starting to emerge. We are starting to see a lot of archontic deception behaviors. And the reasons for it, the push for it, the intensity of these narratives and timelines, so much is really revolving around that anticipation around Prophecy Day, okay? A mini Prophecy Day, October 4th at 2:22 p.m. Eastern Time. As many of you already know, that they're going to be running that emergency broadcast system under the leadership of FEMA. You're going to have to put that together. Some are saying that this is going to be a disguised test and will actually be used to send a high signal scalar wave pulse through everybody's cell phones with the intention of activating all of those ingredients that were in the kill shots. And as you guys know, what would happen or unfold with that. And essentially everyone's going to be affected, whether they have gotten the kill shot or not, because it's going to be a scalar wave pulse, essentially, that's going to be a hit of electromagnetic radiation, essentially. This in turn is going to weaken everybody's light body field and their spiritual immunity. This is what's being said. This is what's being told. This is what's being pushed as a narrative currently. And if October 4th date does not occur, then it's going to be moved to the 11th. So actually, we're kind of in this state of suspense where we really don't know if it's going to be the 4th or it's going to be the 11th. And essentially, people are being asked to shut their phones off at this day and time to essentially protect themselves. Now, I can't say whether this is going to happen or not. I can't say whether this is true or not. I really wouldn't put it past the Willy Wonka to not execute such an insidious and diabolical scheme to continue to further implement their agendas, right? Like, we talk about planetary weapons and modification technology over here on my channel. So we go to the extremes of what they're doing on this earth. But initially, upon hearing this, my intuition felt like, it's like every year, right? Another round of this type of stuff. And what I was feeling is that I don't think it's actually good to drive something with so much certainty, so much force, and the way it's being delivered into the timelines until something does actually occur. And the reason for that is because otherwise, those who are delivering those messages, they're coming actually consciously or unconsciously or subconsciously with that same darkness within that's driving the collective consciousness almost with the same diabolical energy as the ones supposedly who are the ones implementing it. Do you see what's happening here? So as they are delivering these messages to send this warning, essentially they're carrying the same energy in which it would be utilized to be implemented. And so these are somewhat playing into archontic deception tactics and behaviors. And we have to pay attention to this. We have to be aware of this because we are in the time of year where ADT, archontic deception tactics, will be the name of the game going forward through that winter solstice gateway. It's when we align to the metagalactic core, which does resemble black hole technology. And so we do have a much stronger polling on the Earth's templating. And so these behaviors and these attitudes are essentially propagated more forcefully, more strongly, more in terms of controlled oppositions, controlled narratives. Everything's propagated by the controllers to create more bondage, to create more enslavement of your soul to fear, of binding of the human race and thus planet, and coming through the increasing intensity of the splitting of the timelines. This is all unfolding, and this is why it happens. It's something that I do feel is a planetary force, that these negatives aren't always just held up on the shoulders of the reptilians and the Dracos and what other negative factions of alien, false alien gods that we have here, right? It's also propagated through planetary alignments, planetary warfare, planetary influence, universal influence, multiverse influence. And so essentially, I sensed a lot of heightened and unnecessary fear with this. And maybe you agree with me, maybe you don't. That's completely okay. Drop it in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. But it kind of confirmed what I was thinking when I heard that Alex Collier is also saying that this phenomena is and has been debunked. And also, if you watch Tarot by Janine, and just, hey, shout out to Tarot by Janine, she's also saying that it's been taken over by the white hats. Okay, so
everything to do with this fucking chick is so helpful. And I know there are a lot of women who follow me that I met not even a year ago in the Christo's avatar chats. If I'm shitting my pants trying to figure out how to use my spiritual gifts, and if I am shitting my pants, not for me personally, I don't give a fuck, it's for everybody else. But having been awoken within this last year is horrific. And this helps. This is calming. And the thing is what I saw that broadcast being is an added layer. Just another layer, as if it is red light, green light from Squid Games. People have been so blind that 85% of the population got the needlecraft. And that was some diabolical shit. that kind of shows you if throughout ancient history, all of the, the times we've been totally wiped, doesn't show you how diabolical these controllers are, then everything to do with the needlecraft. And why would they have gone through that? To introduce nanotech to not be timed with frequencies and timed with things. And all I'm saying is there are a lot of other people out there to start bouncing around like this Sean Bulk. This guy has literally not been seen by fucking anybody. 173 subscribers. Kind of like me. This dude, for almost 2 years, has been hunting and tracking the amount of hell that he has had to go through, because he has created maps. If anybody would like to look at him, he has literally been mapping out the different, not just purple lights. There are all kinds of different lights. And when I found him very fast too. Like, I ran around and found a bunch of fucking interesting people quick. Like, people that people didn't even know about. And he is mapping them because it looks like he has a piece of what I saw potentially happening. Is some kind of a total fucking panic happening, a mass panic. And when people go to leave their big cities, lights and crazy shit flashing. Like, I saw people trying to flee from cities, and it was huge flashes of light fucking people up. And this guy has some very interesting information throughout his YouTube channel. And at the time that he commented on one of my videos is how I found him. He had, oh no, I'll call you back. He was like, I've been tracking these lights for 14 months already. Literally, this dude has gone through fucking hell to line up how long the fucking governments have been working on installing different light systems, like as if to set up to keep people contained and quarantined and unable to leave, kind of like they did in Maui. So damn it, I'll call him back. All right, go back to mine. We'll go back down to oh, please look at her. This woman has fantastic information about working with all kinds of mental patients who were wrangled and wrapped up on a bunch of different antipsychotics for being crazy. And as soon as she lifted the souls off of them, they were all better. Got a full house out here, so obviously I'm just going to be quiet. And this is kind of what it looked like. Best of my ability off the top of my head. All this stuff happened and started happening on August 12th. September 1st or the 2nd, I'm not sure. I think it might have been the 2nd, because I feel like there was like this spirit entered exactly a week before the 9th. At this time, I'm saying spirit because I'm going, I don't know, like, I must have been like fucking possessed or something, but it never left. You know, I had no fucking clue when I flipped on my camera what a walk-in was. I had no fucking clue what was going on. I was just like, oh shit. I'm holding a contract that says Elijah, and I'm fucking really trying to handle this properly and go right at it, because I sincerely don't know what to say. I sincerely don't know what the fuck is going on, but like, all right, I feel like I'm caught with my pants down, and I guess I'm gonna figure it out. So I'm pretty sure it was the 2nd. And when this happened, I was able, it was so delicate. I mean, I had no clue what the hell was going on. I felt like I was getting blasted with energy. And I was just not panicking. I was really just like, okay, I understand there's something going on right now with me. I was able to understand that a really long time ago, I agreed to whatever was going on. I was able to understand that I picked my family because my family was going to unconditionally love me and help me no matter. And the genetics. No matter what the hell I was going through, I was able to understand so much stuff for somebody who had no clue that this stuff happened. I didn't know there were videos online of kids, you know, these, I don't know if it's a Dateline episode from a while ago. I didn't realize that a bunch of other spiritually awake people and a bunch of other kids remembered picking their parents at young ages. I did not understand. I did not know anything, but I'm going through it. And on September 9th, when Mercury went retrograde, I wasn't seeing spirits with my eyes. I could see them in my head, banging people. I was still working at the time, and I was waiting tables, and I'm looking around at people. I'm going, what in the hell is going on with people? Why is everybody acting like such assholes? Why do I feel like people, like there are things just rattling in and out of people? And that was when it felt like I got literally mentally bound, and I started really creating energy. This was when it looked like, it felt like this was all energy. I had no clue what I was feeling, but I'm sitting there calmly, as calmly as I could, trying to read the energies that I was feeling, and it felt like a huge wave of dark energy went out all over the world. I'm going, what in the hell is happening? But it wasn't just this plane of existence. I'm going, there is shit going on in so many of these freaking realities that I've been peeking into and that I've been feeling around me. But then it felt like a really powerful, good wave of energy made a pass. Probably about 3 days after. Get out there in the Oculus. Yeah, it was probably about 3 days after this powerful, dark energy that an even more powerful, big group, like a big, good energy came through. And this was right about the time that I had to stop waiting on tables at my job, and I fell back and I went into the expo position all the time. What caused that was the last day I waited tables, I waited on a wake, and there were 3 freaking Catholic priests there. And these Catholic priests were not only getting hammered, but they were like shuffling off into the corner and, heading down into other areas, and they were whispering shit. And I saw these Catholic priests writing symbols to each other and scribbling notes to each other and shit. And I'm going, what are these shady assholes talking about? I was so freaking done with waiting tables whenever I had to sit there and watch 3 Catholic priests know something that nobody else knew, and they were sitting there talking about it off in the corner. Oh, I was so angry. So mad. And it felt like if the world had a big pendulum, that it was swinging like here's the pendulum swinging. It felt like if up here was as bad as things could get, right? It felt like the pendulum was swinging, and it was probably about here. It did not feel like things could get that much freaking worse than they are already in this world. It was right about this time where I started to get incredibly nervous about World War III, but then again, who the hell isn't right now? I started to feel like I was seeing battles out in space. I was seeing battles happening here on Earth in my mind, and I'm literally trying so hard to just keep my shit together. But it felt like when this started with me, like there was a total separation straight down my body. Like my eyes in like the front half of me, I was just going on cruise control. Like I'm sitting there like doing my job and paying attention as much as I could at work, but in the back of me, all of this shit was going on, and my brain was like sectioned off or something. In the back of my brain was where I was tapping into all of these energies and all of this weird shit, and it was strange. And the force of whatever I was grabbed by, it felt like in a straight line all around me. Whatever the hell had me bound mentally, it felt like it was just all in kind of a line. And then it was like maybe September 15th was when it didn't feel like a line anymore. It felt like something went. Let me get a look. Instead of everything being in a line, right? Nice line, huh? 4 things were in a line around me. Instead of it being like this, it felt like a triangle instead, where there were 3 things that had me. But then one of these things went above me. And it was super scary. I had no clue what was happening. And when this one thing went above me, it literally started to push down like compact energy down into me. And it started to really freaking hurt. It started to really, really hurt me. I never thought I was going to blow up more than when this happened. And it started to scare me really bad. And I asked for time off from work because I can't work. I need a little bit of time. I'm going through some major spiritual shit. I kept talking about it at work. Like I'm going through spiritual stuff, and I'm not sure. I lost half my freaking eyebrows, bunch of hair. I was so stressed. I lost literally probably 15 pounds in 40, 35, I don't know how many days. It was like every 7 days was something else. It really sucked. This has really sucked for me. But hey, I understood that whatever the hell was going on, that I agreed. I literally agreed to it. When that plasma feeling spirit bumped into my head, it felt like a warning, and like it was waiting for an okay. And I'm like, okay, whatever the hell is fucking going on, let's do this shit and get it over with. And this whole time, I felt like if I would have said no more, or if I wanted to back out of whatever freaking arrangement I had made, that I could have. It felt like I could have changed my mind. And I had no fucking clue. Literally, I know it sounds wild, but I had no clue. And I would literally never be doing this if this shit didn't happen. Like, literally never. This has been humiliating. This has been agonizing. This has broken my family's heart. I mean, literally, this has been the worst. But hey. So then, One year ago, I went from not having a clue anything spiritual until I went through this. And I woke up scribbling and fucking crying with this YouTube channel. This YouTube channel is the only time that I get to talk about anything that I fucking am actually feeling. And if I have questions, or if I'm thinking about certain things, it helps me to be able to go back on and look through my diary, is what this is. Because my therapist will never be Johnny Depp's therapist, subpoenaed to testify against me, and think that, that lady's going to say something that I have not said in public. I am trying so hard to stabilize after that, because I went from nothing to just mass grabbing people, and within a year can understand Indigo Angel very well. Within a year, I got cracked out to Guardian materials with no historical knowledge, no religious knowledge, did not know the God of the Bible's name, did not know fucking anything, and scrolls dropped into my head. And it's been very difficult. Very difficult to navigate. And I know there are so many women, especially, who woke up this year. I've seen it. I have some of them on my channel. I have Indigo 3s in my comment sections thanking me for talking about this shit. And, I am just trying to be, oh my God, and then this. Like, I fucking hate YouTubing and, like, I hate, like, technology and stuff. And whenever I picked this picture, like, I've never moved it. Like, I, like, really nailed home pretty quick. And I'm never changing it. But, yeah, I definitely suggest everybody who is fucking scared, I definitely suggest keeping your eyes on Indigo Angel, because her and her buddies know and can see so much. And I'm just trying to bounce shit off of people, because I contacted her. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are talking about October 4th and about this broadcast. And it's because, people say that it's debunked that they would have the audacity to put something inside of, an added frequency inside of that message, to perhaps trigger some of the nanotech that they actually put inside of people, kind of maybe for layering. It looks like layering to me in my head. Looks like we're about to play 6 years of dodge, dive, dip, duck, dodge. Like 85% of the world got the needlecraft. That's not great. And why else would they be poisoning our food? And why else? I mean, I don't put anything past the controllers. I don't put anything past anybody, honestly. And I mean, I hope it's just fear clout. And I hope that there is nothing coming through the frequencies of that message. And I hope that anybody else out there freshly awakened who is scared, for yourself or for anybody else, I hope that, especially people following Christo's avatar, who creeps on me, why don't you pay attention to people like this who are not just talking in circles about the same shit over and over and over again, keeping you freshly new programmed. You're new stuck watching Fabian go in circles and circles and circles and circles, like Castiel in that Croatoan episode of Supernatural. I think it was that episode where Castiel gets, blown to an alternate reality, and he becomes some big hippie harem having angel who's just a stoner fucking hippie trying to fuck everybody and talking about wanting to create harems. Like, please quit watching that shit all of the fucking time. He's talking in circles. These people these people are aces in their fucking places. And the fact that within 3 months, Davian went from like 4,000 subscribers to 50,000 some subscribers. And this woman has been stuck like this goes to fucking show you. Her numbers have been stuck like this the whole time I've seen her, and it's fucking crazy. It goes to show you how valuable that information really is. To have somebody like that blow up 40-some thousand subscribers in just a couple of months. And then people like her who have taken that information and actually done something with it. It goes to show you where the state of people are. A lot of people freshly woke up and are getting cracked to that information very fast. Like 40-some thousand new subscribers for that guy within a few months. People like her is the shift that needs to happen from what I can tell. But, you know, what do I fucking know?